I would like you to do a PFL if you're comfortable with that right now.
Okay, so we lost the engine?
Go through the whole, whatever procedure you're comfortable with. I'm more interested in you securing the airplane and making the field, okay?
Yep.
And if you tell me it's the brown field, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head.
It's the second day of my time here in Windsor with the Canadian Historical Aircraft Association, and my first official training day as a pilot member. I'm here with my director James, and last night we were treated to a welcome formation flight with Director of Flight Ops Dave Carrick and Yellowbird pilot Aaron Barnhart.
That's awesome, man. Good God. Are you kidding me? Is that supposed to you guys fly?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
But today will be different. I'm no longer a spectator, and from this point on, I need to focus, as I'll be judged on everything I do. I met Dave early for the pre-flight briefing.
So we're gonna ask for a local training flight to one of the practice areas. We're gonna go southeast. I will guide you since you're not familiar with the area. And we're gonna do a standard takeoff, taxi out. We'll do some upper air work. This is an overall flight review first. We'll go do some upper air work. We're gonna work on some steep turns, stalls, chandelles. I might take control for a bit if I get bored. Once I'm feeling, you're feeling like you're comfortable with the airplane, we'll come back and we'll start doing some 3-point landings.
This engine is upside down and backwards.
The important stuff on this side is mostly the fuel pumps. So there's no electric boost pump, but there are 2 mechanical pumps.
Yeah, this is interesting because the leading edge is on the wrong side.
Or the right side.
The Gypsy Major is mounted with the inline 4 cylinders underneath the crankshaft, and the prop spins in the opposite direction than most of us are used to.
And because it's an inverted engine, you can have that same problem with hydraulic lock of oil getting into the cylinders, and that's why we always pull it through 4 blades, 1 compression stroke per blade. So you just check to make sure all 4 cylinders are free before you put the starter to it, right? Pick up the elevator, give it full throw, lift it all the way up, bring it all the way back down. All you're really listening for is creaky wires or feeling anything strange inside. Same thing with this. Move it in full deflection. You never have to worry, but they're so light you can move them in full deflection.
Because it feels weird to grab the trailing edge, but you're right, it's so light.
There's nothing, there should be no resistance on that. I bring myself back here, just look at the airframe, just to make sure everything looks straight and uniform, and you're not seeing anything that looks, makes you want to cock your head and go, that doesn't look right.
There's obviously a lot more to the walk around, but we'll sprinkle in more details in future episodes of this series.
The airplane is airworthy at this point.
For now, let's get flying. We rolled out the Chipmunk and moved on to the cockpit familiarization and systems review. Canopy, straps, panel, brakes. Did I mention how strange the brakes were?
So the weird thing about this airplane is that there are not brakes related to the pedals. All the braking is done with this handle down here, and it's super awkward because you basically need 3 hands to do it. Throttle's on the left, so is the brake. So you kind of have to hold the stick back awkwardly with this arm and then use your left hand to operate the brake differentially to get your turning while you're operating the rudder pedals. So it's definitely a challenge, but this is how the Spitfire is configured, so I'm really keen to get good at this.
Give it 5 of those.
Clear, prop?
Check 1, 2, you got me?
I've got you 5x5. Go ahead and bring your throttle back to about 1,000. It's starting to creep up now. There she is.
I'm going to 1217.
1217. And when you call up, you are Chipmunk Foxtrot Bravo November Mike. We're on a training flight to the southeast.
Hey, Windsor ground, it's Chipmunk Foxtrot Bravo November Mike.
Foxtrot Bravo November Mike ground.
Bravo November Mike, it's Chipmunk. We're at the CH-2A looking to do a training flight to the southeast. We have information Lima.
Beautiful.
Bravo November Mike ground, roger, runway 12, wind 100 at 7 altimeter 2983, taxi Golf Alpha, contact tower holding short, runway 12.
Okay, to be Golf Alpha to 12, we'll contact tower holding short, Bravo November Mike.
Very nice. And now we're taxiing. So now you keep your hand on the brake. You've got enough power on at 1100 RPM right now that you could do your whole taxi like this.
Got it, and I'm not going to touch my hand. I'm keeping my hand on the brake.
This is a tail dragger airplane. The tail's not light in this airplane. It's not the Super Cub. So you can let the stick float at idle. The airplane's not going to suddenly nose over, but it's always best practice to have the stick back. The problem is, in order to do everything you need to do in this airplane, you need 3 hands.
I feel like it's going fast already.
Yeah, you start slowing down with the brake. Just pull it straight.
Oh, I was going to say reduce power, but okay, no.
Yeah, I want you to get used to the brakes.
Gotcha. Is This is weird, but I get it.
A little more power.
Yeah, so I gotta do it with my other hand. This is fun.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it now.
Oh, God, it's so, not too much.
Oh, that's a lot.
I'm trying to be gentle, but it's like stiff.
Just get used to S-turning. Visibility's pretty good. One of the things you'll get used to is pinching the stick in between your legs, like during run-up, because you got your hand on the brake. I never trust the handbrake, so hand on the brake, and then you're doing one of these for the throttle, and you got the stick pinched between your legs.
I'm holding the stick with my legs.
Yeah, and get your hand on the brake.
Holding the brake.
You got the brake.
Now I'm going to 1600.
Let's do it step by step. So, do you have temperature?
So I guess I should read the checklist, right?
Yeah.
So should I engage the parking brake with a click?
I would. You can do that, but don't trust it. You can use the parking brake.
So do you normally just hold it with?
I always hold it. I'm always flying with 4 hands.
Okay, so I'm holding it. So now I'm going to check my temperature, which is.
Yeah, you got a little more. You got a little much RPM in there. I'm just going to back it off to 1,000 for you.
Okay.
There you go. So you got temperature 30 degrees. You're good there. So you're ready to go run up.
So I'll go to 1600.
1600. Put the hand on the brake and the stick buried between your legs.
I don't know if it's buried, but.
Yeah, you're good. You've got it far enough back.
Okay. Go to 1600.
Okay, now we're doing a mag check. So you one switch off at a time. There you go. Perfectly reasonable drop. Back up. Perfectly reasonable drop there.
Okay, we're back to both.
Yeah. Generator, are we charging? We got over 25 volts.
Affirmative.
Just a standard pre-takeoff. Seatbelt secure. Grab your canopy. Here. Yeah, looks good.
Flaps as required. What are we going to do?
Clean.
Go all the way forward.
Yep.
And gyros are caged. Controls are going to be free.
Yeah, check. Validate the controls. Good. Okay, so go ahead and line up.
Yeah. I'm just.
Use your brake.
I'm dropping the ball here. Okay.
Yep.
Taxi out to the active. Here's where it's a little different than other tail draggers. You get on the runway, you line up, short delay on the runway. You've still got your hand on the brake, sticks back, pinched between your legs, and you run it up to about 1,300 RPM. Now you've got enough airflow over the tail that your rudders are effective. Slowly ease the brake off, back onto the throttle, and just ease it up to full power.
So just get on center line. We got a slight crosswind from the left. It's really not going to be much of a factor.
But if you goose it, just like any tail dragger, it's going to really want to turn, right? In this case, it's going to want to turn right. Bring the tail up with a bit of forward pressure. Get it into where you feel like it's ready to fly. Airspeed's alive, gauges are green, everything feels smooth, and you just lift it off the runway gently. Once it leaves the ground, it's just another airplane, and it's a very sweet flying airplane.
Feel straight now, that's good.
Yeah.
So run the engine up slowly to 1,300.
I just let the stick go, is that?
Yeah, you should have it back. Run the engine up slowly to 1,300. Okay, now release the brake slowly, get your hand back on the throttle, and do what you got to do with your feet.
Okay, I'm flying the airplane now.
Get her full power, nice and slow. Okay, we're checking forward now. There you go, keep it on the center line. Use that left rudder, get the stick a little more forward. Okay.
I was afraid of a prop strike if I checked forward as much as Dave wanted me to, and the airplane ended up kind of mushing out in a 3-point attitude.
That was okay.
That wasn't good. I was thinking about the brake, like what do I do if I need to correct it?
No, you got enough power at that point that you're not going to need the brake.
Okay, so we're climbing for 80.
Yeah, we're climbing for 80. Just keep it at 80. You're good. Use the trim if you need to use the trim.
But I was impressed that the opposite P factor requiring left rudder didn't really require any thought. I just did what it needed. Thanks to Bose, we've got an A20 headset as the featured prize this month. Please visit flightshops.com for your chance to win it.
Oh, it's climbing again. Okay, so I just need to figure this out. So it feels nose down to me, but that's actually...
Yeah, you just keep...
Need to figure out what level is. Looks more nose down than I was expecting. A lot more nose down. I'm impressed. I didn't think I'd get this much forward visibility.
The Chipmunk is a very good airplane for forward vis.
And Windsor Tower, it's Bravo November. It's clearing 6 miles to the southeast. Level 2,500.
Bravo November Mike Tower, roger. You're cleared on reflect.
So basically you're going to make a turn about 45 degrees to the right and you're going to continue climbing up to 3,500. Yep.
So fly that way?
Yep, fly that way.
And climb?
Yep. Get your power back on all the way. We'll start some clearing turns. We're doing our Hazel check. You know how to do a commercial steep turn?
45 degrees and maintain your altitude.
Yeah, well the commercial one is you do the 180 then you reverse direction and go back.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
No, it doesn't matter, just give me some steep turns.
So you want to see 180?
Yeah, give me a 180.
So my altitude apparently is 3,700, want to keep it there?
Yeah. You've been climbing kind of non-stop.
Yeah. Had enough bank?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't really feel it yet.
Okay, so more G?
There you go, now you're diving a little. Okay, round out. Oh yeah, let's go back the other way to the right. Looks clear to the right. Now you're pulling.
Climbing.
Yeah, you're pulling her. You got her good G. Now you're G loading it. Yeah, those were okay. Yep. Let's bring the power back slowly to idle, and we'll just bring her down into a stall. We're going to recover. When we recover, we're going to add power, but we're not going to goose it, okay?
Roger. So I'm going right back to idle?
Right back to idle.
And just keep her here until she drops?
Oh, yeah. Do what you got to do. Just maintain altitude until she stalls.
And when the nose drops, recover immediately, or do you want me to, like...
Yeah, you recover immediately. A little aileron in the recovery. Not quite what I wanted to see, but...
Oh my god, did I do it?
You did.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, let it stall. Don't be scared of it.
I'm not scared, I'm just trying to feel what the airplane's going to do.
Yep.
Anything's too aggressive with the stick.
Okay, recover. Didn't really release the back pressure, I noticed on that one, but your recovery's okay because it's such a benign airplane.
Yeah, let's do it right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, just a little bit of forward pressure this time.
Windsor Tower, Delta Bravo, reporting
That's my boy.
1-2.
Good job.
And then we did a power on stall to simulate a bad departure.
Keep turning and stalling. Yeah, you're about 15 degrees of bank I want to see on this.
Got a bit more like that?
Yeah, and now you're doing a stupid departure. You're like, oh, what am I doing? Yeah, keep going. Feel it? You feel it communicating to you?
Yeah,
drop
so
the nose.
fix it.
Yeah, fix it. That's good. I like that. I'm happy with that. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that, yeah. I just need to be better about keeping the stick. I think I was thinking too much about locking the stick, so then I wasn't getting the nose down for the recovery.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, that was a very positive recovery there.
And then we did some more advanced stuff. Apparently this one was developed in World War I to gain a height advantage on an enemy when passing them head on.
A Chandelle is a climbing 180 at full power. And you want to be right about stall speed as you've made the 180.
Aggressive like that?
Yeah, not so much with the nose up. You're going to need to bring that nose down. Start turning. The turn was aggressive.
Okay, sorry, I thought it was aggressive climb and turn.
Well, yeah, we want to get up there. We want to maintain.
So I don't know how
Start slowing her down.
More slow? Okay, that's why
More slow, way more slow.
That's why I was going nose up so much. So
now start bleeding off your turn here. Bleed off your turn. There you go. This is actually a pretty good example of the end of a Chandelle right here. So see how you're getting real close now?
To the stall?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Level off?
Yep.
So
what at the airplane for a second?
Yep, you're gonna show me one?
Yeah. The pitch is exactly how much you need to be at the right speed when you get the other way. So we're cruising along in level flight right now, okay?
Yep.
2150, everything's status quo.
Yep.
Now we're making an aggressive climb and turn. So we're full power now, and we're climbing, and we're slowing down. But you see, as we get slower, I need to get the airplane to level out because we're getting so slow now.
You can't load the wings. Okay,
These are kind of advanced maneuvers. I'm kind of being unfair. I would like you to do a PFL if you're comfortable with that right now.
Okay, so we lost the engine?
Go through the whole, whatever procedure you're comfortable with. I'm more interested in you securing the airplane and making the field, okay?
Yep.
And if you tell me it's the brown field, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head.
No, they're all brown.
They're all fields.
So I guess
simulated engine failure, okay?
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get to glide speed, which is
75.
75, so here we go. I was going to say, you don't have to get me.
Okay.
Memorize that one.
All right, got it.
I'm going to trim for it. Okay, we're trim for it. Then I'm going to do a cause check. I'm going to check my mags, I'm going to check my master, I'm going to check my fuel. I'm going to switch tanks. Nothing worked. I can't remember which way the wind was blowing, but... So,
you got some indicators out your window to the right if you're wondering which way the wind is blowing.
The windmills? Oh yeah, they all point into it, right?
Yeah.
They don't fly near those things. Good point. So we're flying into the wind currently?
Yes.
Alright, so I got a zillion fields, but I like the one that's right there. I guess if it's green, it means there's tall crops, which means it'll flip us over, right?
Right.
So you see the skinny brown one beside the thick green one?
I see a lot of skinny brown ones next to the green one.
The first one.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your airplane. I'll know if you're lying about making it.
So I'm high on right base, so I'm going to keep myself here.
Okay, I figured that's where you were going. You're way high, yeah.
I'm not on base, don't worry, buddy.
Okay.
I'm just not going to leave my field.
Yep, you got it.
So
I'll handle the engine clearing, all right?
So we're at 2,000 feet above ground?
Yep.
So my field is just below me behind me in my back quarter, so I'll stick
Clearing the engine.
Alright, so I'm going to make sure we're back at 75. So it's directly behind us now.
Watch your nose attitude.
Not the best move to fly away, but...
No, it isn't.
But I'm not too far and I am quite high still, so...
You're coming down on 1,000 feet here in a second.
And I'm about to be on final.
Yeah, and I'm going to goose the engine just a touch right now.
Okay. So I'm going to overshoot final on purpose because I'm expecting S-turns. I still feel high.
Yeah.
I haven't got any flaps in yet.
Yeah.
Fast. So I'm thinking I want some flaps.
Yeah. So you're landing in the field just in front of this red barn. Is that what your plan was?
Affirmative.
Okay, just.
But I feel high.
I feel like you've got that made. Honestly, that's a very good approach. Why don't you go ahead and overshoot? Let's keep the flaps in, bring it at full power, and start a climb.
Gently adding power.
Yeah, that was made.
Okay, cool.
You feeling good? You like the airplane?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into the zone where I feel like it's intuitive. I'm not there, but
no,
I'm trying to.
I'm pretty confident you've got the airplane handling down.
Okay.
So let's go back to the circuit. Let's just what you want to do.
Next time we'll be covering landings in preparation to get solo in the Chipmunk. And again, this is a multi-part series, so check the description for links to other episodes. Thanks again to the supporters on Patreon for helping make these productions possible. And thanks to the sponsors, we've got aviation's greatest monthly contest. Last month, Rob won all this stuff, plus the Stratus 2S provided by Preflight. This month, Bose is providing an A20 headset for the featured prize. Please visit flightshops.com for your chance to win it, plus the stuff from all the other sponsors. And keep your flight chops sharp.
Oh, shit. Oh, there's that.
I'm just getting us down to 3,500, dude.
Yeah.